All right, guys, I want to talk to you about homeschooling. Homeschooling is amazing and it's challenging in its own ways, but it is very different than what the majority of the world is doing right now, which is we can call it quarantine schooling, we can call it pandemic schooling, you can call it whatever you want, but this is very, very different than the normal. So, my normal day, my normal schedule is get up, get breakfast, get out the door. I go teach a spin class. I lift weights for an hour. Afterwards, I come home. I get the kids started on their schoolwork. We have lunch. We do more schoolwork. They go outside and play. They come inside. I go take them to the grocery store. We pick up some items. And then we come home and have dinner. On some days we have ballet. On some days we have piano. On some days we have art classes. Some days we have our community day. So on Mondays we spend all day away from home, and my kids are able to be with members and their friends of our classical conversations community up in Columbus, North Carolina. So they get to see all their friends. There's about 40 or 50 kids there. And then on Wednesdays, my daughter has piano, and on Thursdays, 4 kids have piano and 2 kids have ballet. And then Friday mornings, we all have art lessons, and then we go to the library. And one day a week or once every 2 weeks or so, we go and grab lunch somewhere out, or we go we go to some other event that's happening in the community. We take every opportunity to use everything as a learning experience. So what we're all doing right now is not the same as what real homeschooling is. Real homeschooling is very rich. And like we get to go to theaters and plays and symphonies and, go get to see orchestras, so many things that we get to do that we are not able to do right now. So we're all struggling. I know that some of you who are trying to work from home and are trying to school your kids, you're also struggling. Some of you who never wanted to homeschool, and this is verifying why. Like, I get it. It's challenging, but this is just a whole different thing. So I just want you to be encouraged that we spend about 30 to 45 minutes a day in schoolwork with my 2 youngest, so my 5 and 7-year-old, and then we spend about an hour to an hour and a half with my older 2 kids. So they are 8, they're 9 and 11. And for my 11-year-old, this is kind of a gap year for her. We thought that she was going to be able to go into 7th grade, but she is not going to make the cutoff because of her birthday. So she was ahead, and now we're just adding other things in to kind of, because next year she won't be able to go into 7th grade. She'll be 6th grade again. So I just had her do, like, she's, still doing math, she's still doing literature, she's still taking piano and ballet and all those things, but she's not doing the same workload as she would be if she was actually in her 6th grade year. So the next year will be her official 6th grade year. And she'll spend about 2 to 2.5 hours a day doing schoolwork. And then my oldest daughter, who is in 7th grade, she is at 4 to 6 hours of schoolwork each day. She usually runs the 4-hour mark. And she loves baking and cooking and practicing piano and doing those things. So I definitely encourage those as well. So anyway, if that helps you to kind of break things down, you're not going to want to recreate a school day during this time. Not something that you would see in a classroom setting. When you are schooling at home, it can look very different than it would if you were schooling in an actual school setting. So I hope that you're encouraged. If you have any questions about homeschooling, if you have any questions about our curriculum, we use Classical Conversations. It's a Christian curriculum. and it's classical. So my kids are learning Latin, and there's a lot of songs, and everything goes back to Christ. Then definitely ask. A lot of our resources are free right now, so you could go on and kind of see what that's like. And if maybe this period of time has said, oh, you know what, I've really enjoyed the slower pace, and maybe I do want to school my children at home, then ask me questions about what that might look like too. So anyway, I hope you all are having a great Monday, and I'll talk to you later.